Here are 10 red flags you should be able to spot within the first few months of dating him. The first red flag is he has wishy-washy behavior. The first obvious way you're gonna be able to see if this guy has that hot-cold thing with you or that wishy-washy behavior is with communication. So men who are genuinely interested in you will always make a consistent effort to hang out with you. If he takes forever to get back to your texts or set up the next date,
hold on,
that's annoying.
You could be wishy-washy yourself, okay? What's so funny?
That's not true. There's one thing I want to ask you. So there's this game that women play where they're like, I'm not gonna text the guy for like 3 days. I'm not gonna answer him for 3 days so that he wants to like chase me.
You know, it's like a natural thing where women want the guy to go out of their way to show how they really feel about you, and it's attractive.
All right, so did I do that for you?
You did.
I don't agree. I think it should be a 50-50. Say you were the guy, right?
Okay.
We went on our first date.
Okay.
Right? First date. It was a wonderful time. We vibed, blah, blah, blah. Sort of like how we did on our first date.
Okay.
And then, all of a sudden, Javier just doesn't text you back for 3 days or kind of like...
Horrible.
Wouldn't that feel crappy?
Yeah, it is crappy. That's bad.
So women do this all the time.
What?
And that's not considered a red flag?
Oh, babe, please.
A high-value man will be busy and oftentimes not available throughout the day because he's working on his career, he's working to build a life, and that's what is attractive for the woman's perspective, right?
I don't give a shit about that.
First of all, what is attractive about a man, right? You want him to have his crap together. You want him to have a good career job. You want him to be driven. You want him to be independent.
That has nothing to do with being wishy-washy. What the hell are you talking about?
Because a high-value man is not always going to be on his phone texting the girl. It doesn't matter how much in love he is.
What are you talking about? That doesn't matter. That's not what the red flag is about. That's about the beginning of the relationship.
No, wait, and that's exactly what makes him attractive.
No, wrong.
You don't want a guy who's texting you 24/7.
Oh
I love you, I missed you, can I see your face? Can I see your...
Wrong.
If I met you when I had already a career, and if I was busy as
You
F,
were busy as F. You were about to do a play. You were rehearsing every day. You dropped everything for me. Why? Because you want to be around the woman 24/7 in the beginning. It's exciting. It's called love. Yes, it doesn't matter how busy you are. It doesn't matter what a career man you are. It does not matter. All of that goes woof. Okay, at least for a while. I'm not saying it happens for the rest of your life.
You and I are not on the same page here?
No, we're not.
Wow, that's really surprising because I thought you and I had the exact same view on this.
Why would we have the exact same view? You're a man, I'm a woman.
This is not a debate show. We're giving our advice as a couple.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we're not on the same page because I disagree.
Absolutely we are. You agree that a successful man is not going to be up the girl's butt the whole time.
I do agree, but I'm saying...
That's totally reasonable.
Yeah, but
And girls don't like guys that are head over heels, super clean,
yes,
blah,
they
blah.
do in the beginning. They want to see that you
even
are.
Though you like the fact that I was nuts about you, you still... There was a mystery to me. There was an air of mystery, and like I still had stuff going on in my life. Like it wasn't just like all about Ava, you know? And a guy needs to be, that is a quality that you should applaud, I think.
Sorry, I think it's a red flag
So you think a guy being busy and not texting a girl all day is a red flag?
My love.
Okay, let's keep going. Agree to disagree.
Red flag is he refers to women as crazy. If you notice that your new guy is speaking negatively about his mom, about his exes, or women at work, beware. If you see this, you might have a guy on your hands that either hates women or loves blaming others for his own issues. And just think about it. If you see him consistently doing this, what...
So that one's a one that we agree with?
Yeah, I agree with it.
Thank you.
Oh my God, babe, there's one I didn't agree with. What are you thanking God for?
I don't know, because I feel like we're in a presidential debate here.
Well, so what? And I would win, by the way, the debate anytime.
So I absolutely agree with this, and then I want to get your input.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with the fact that if a man or a woman, but this is about men, if a man is talking bad about his mom, his sister, his whatever, his wife.
Women, just the
women,
opposite sex.
Yes. huge red flag. I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
A man should honor his mother, should honor his wife or his girlfriend. Like if I'm hanging out with a guy,
Well, I hope
and
the
he's
man is not talking
smack
about his wife to a new woman, babe.
No, hold on. If I'm hanging out with a guy and he's talking smack about his wife to me, I just feel weird. I can't relate to that at all. It's like, first of all,
That's sweet.
you chose it, right? It, her. You chose it, meaning the relationship. You chose the relationship you're in. And your wife is a reflection of you. So if you're talking bad about her to other people, number one, you don't look cool, to me at least.
No. To anyone. Honestly, it's subconscious. Subconsciously, you're going to judge even if you're not like, maybe even if you don't realize that you're judging someone, subconsciously you're judging the person that's talking crap about.
And actually, you have the same thoughts when you hear women talking bad about their husbands.
I hate it. I mean, I'm not going to always say this to them, right? It's uncomfortable. Confrontation is not fun, and you're like, all right, well, I'm not going to judge and let them go. But subconsciously, you're thinking that, and you're like, how do I trust this person that's talking smack about their partner or their father or their mother or whatever? And who am I to them, right? Like, if they're doing this about them, they're doing this about me.
It's sort of like getting a sneak peek into how he views women in general.
Good job, babe.
That's a red flag. I agree with that one. So
agree too.
Let's go to number 3.
The third red flag is he's nice in private, but rude in public. Did you ever date a guy that you were just about to introduce to your friends and family, and then you watched him chew out the waiter that you just had? Look, guys and girls, we might do a really good job at hiding our crazy in the beginning, but it always comes out at some point. As soon as you see him put others down in front of you, get the heck out of there.
What do you think? Is that a red flag? If you see him like chewing out the waiter or talking smack to like someone, well, I think what he's referring to is like in the beginning of
a relationship,
right?
Yeah.
If we're like hanging out, whatever, and I'm super sweet to you, but then all of a sudden I'm around other people and I'm like putting people down. I have road rage. Well, like how you treat people in a public setting.
Yeah, you're right. Because there's like filtration at home in private, and then it comes out in public.
But because you're putting on an air in the beginning of
you're
dating, right? You're trying to seem like Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
A big red flag, which I agree with for the most part.
Yeah.
Is how are they treating everybody around them in their normal life?
Yeah.
Right, including like a waiter or a janitor or parking attendant.
Yeah, it's a red flag. It is a red flag. It is. Because it's coming out like his true self is almost like coming out in like a weird situation if he's put in a situation that's outside or a waitress or at a restaurant.
And one of my favorite quotes is treat the janitor with the same kindness you treat the CEO.
And you know what? I'm not saying this because we're shooting, but you do that, baby. It's beautiful.
I do it because I believe in it.
It's very beautiful.
It's something I believe in, absolutely.
I love that about you.
Right, number 4.
Bye. The fourth red flag is he only knows the short term. Now, if a guy tells you that he's never had a relationship beyond a few months, that's understandable. If he's in his early to mid 20s, he's just getting settled in. But if he's 42, red alert.
How about pause it? Let's talk about this red flag. So this red flag is about short-term relationships. Yeah. Now, granted, he did say something that kind of covered your booty, mid-20s. I mean, I met you late 20s, but you cross your arms because you are uncomfortable with the question. That's good. Uncrossing is good, so you can be open, okay? So you can energetically be open. Now, are you ready for this one?
Sure, get me with it.
Okay.
Saying.
My nose is itching, which means in the when you're superstitious, in the superstitious world,
yes,
they say that when your nose itches, you're gonna fight with someone, so you have to smack your butt 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now it cancels it out. Anyway, go back to that one, the red flag. Are we on 4 or 5?
We're on 4.
Okay, we're on 4.
Short term. I will say this. Sometimes, though, I don't necessarily agree with this red flag. Sometimes it is All it takes is the right person to come into your life to
I
change the way you operate.
Now you were young. You were 27 when I met you, so it's like
And what he was adding, he goes, if you're like
42.
42, or whatever,
Yeah,
and you're
you've
still
never
doing-
had, yeah.
That's yeah, for sure. So that's a red flag. I
Yeah.
guess I do agree with that.
I mean, yeah, honestly, like I believe people's stories, until they prove me wrong. But like, if someone was just
There's
freaking
gotta
unlucky,
be a really
come
special
on.
case if
I
you're
don't know.
42
I
and
don't
you
know.
have a
I don't know if I
relationship.
agree with this. Maybe some people are unlucky, baby. Some people are unlucky. Some people
That's-
bloom later. I don't agree.
I kind of don't agree either because guys are typically a little bit more.
Take longer to mature. It's okay. Say it in a nice way.
Yeah, no, I mean, sure, yeah, that, but also like, like for example, if a guy was, boom, focused on his career, focused on a
Right.
sport, or focused on whatever for a long period of time, and then he's like, okay, I'm pushing 40 now, I should settle down.
Or there's another sort.
That's not a red flag for me. He's ready for a new chapter in life.
Next.
The fifth red flag is he's all about himself. Sure, he might have a busy work schedule or
That's the
kids to
Leo.
take care of, but if he never compromises with you, you have a problem. Both people need to be flexible with plans and scheduling in the beginning.
I agree with that. One little point I wanted to make, that's usually decided in the beginning of a relationship, I think. You set all those boundaries, right?
Yeah.
So,
Which we weren't good with our boundaries in the beginning.
yeah, I guess
We're not
started-
really boundary putters.
No,
Is that
yeah.
a thing?
Well, yes, we are because there are boundaries that we've set. Like for example,
Boundary setters.
when I wake up in the morning, for like the first at least half an hour, don't
He wants
bother
to
me.
be left alone.
Do not bother me. Don't talk to me about work. Don't talk to me about anything.
Which is so funny how opposites attracts, right? Because I am the opposite. I will, the second I see him open his eyes, I will bombard
No,
him with information
the
because I'm
second-
like that. I'm
the
like,
second-
"Blah."
The second you open your eyes, you're like, blah, 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 oh, yeah, I gotta go. And I'm like, just staring at her. And I'm like, okay.
Because I've been up for a little bit and I'm just full of life and excited for life. That's what I say.
But you gotta set those boundaries. So that I think happens in the beginning of a relationship, or I say the beginning phase of relationships. And if, like for example, a guy is all about himself, it's because you haven't set any boundaries otherwise. Everybody's gonna be selfish unless they know they can't get away with it.
Yeah, that's true.
It should be 50-50 for the most
But
part.
it's also a personality trait. Like I know a few people that are all about themselves no matter
Like
what, boundary
narcissism?
or not. Yeah, I guess. Is that what it's called?
Sure.
Red flag number 6. He wants to lock you down fast.
Now, who doesn't want a love interest to sweep us off our feet? It feels really good to get that attention. But if they sweep us off our feet and carry us to an altar or an apartment lease within the first 3 months, hold on there, cowboy. If you notice a guy moving really fast in your relationship with him to the point where you question his motives, pump those brakes hard.
You agree with that?
Yeah, you locked me up pretty quick.
I mean, not intentionally.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
what he's not saying intentionally or unintentionally.
Yeah, like I think
I believe in falling in love fast. I mean, obviously, I believe in that because we've been together for 8 years and have 2 kids.
I think what he means is like artificially trying to lock you down.
Okay.
Meaning like putting all of these restrictions and responsibilities on you early in the relationship when you guys are just dating.
Okay.
Like I wasn't intentionally doing that or trying to fabricate things to keep us like this.
Okay.
It just naturally did that.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, that is a red flag if he's intentionally trying to do that. Like, hey, you want to move in? Hey, you want to
Okay.
you want
I
to meet
see
my
what
mom?
you mean. Okay, I
It's
see
like
what you mean.
it's like date number 2. You want to meet my mom and dad? It's like, okay, chill out, dude.
Yeah, if they're like pushy, that's a huge red flag. It should happen organically.
Yeah.
Right?
So red flag
Flag
number 7.
He's obsessed with his image. Oh my God, I know so many people like this too.
Image. Dressing well and smelling good are great things to have in a guy. He takes care of himself. That's awesome. I'm talking about guys that feel the need to keep up appearances on social media specifically.
huge red
If you
flag
see
for
your
me.
guy
So
all over
unattractive.
his Instagram, but you see that you also never end up on his feed, that's bad news.
You never had social media.
What do
when
you
I
think
met
about that? You agree with
Oh
that?
my God, I so agree. Such a turn off. Blech.
Like if a guy's
Oh God, it's such a turn off. And honestly, I'm not just saying it for guys, just for guys. It's both ways. Now, women tend to be a
it's for guys.
I know, but but still, even if a woman is full of herself all day on freaking selfies and all of that, and all about the image, I mean, women have a little more of that, but
you can get away with that as a woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
you
if
can.
a guy's doing that,
No, it's a huge red flag.
Like,
Turn off. It's just a turn off. No woman wants a man like that.
I think when I started dating, I had like 50 followers.
No,
and
you didn't even have Instagram.
Like 2 pictures.
You didn't have Instagram.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
Well, I wasn't in that
Social
until
media.
I started making content.
Yeah,
So
it was hot. I love it.
thanks.
You're hot. That's it. That's all the red flags. This was really fun. I could go on all day. Okay, guys, that was it. If you guys like this style of videos and would want to watch more and see more, please comment below and let us know.
Also, if there's something that you want us to cover or give our advice on, which
Yeah.
I know we haven't really given too much advice on this one,
Yeah.
but let us know in the comments below or send us a link via Messenger.
And love you all. Mwah. Until next time.